What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm bringing you my top 10 Gfuel flavors. I've been wanting to make this video for quite a long time, but Gfuel have recently just been bringing out flavor after flavor, and a lot of them, most of them, are really good. So what has happened since I made my last Gfuel ranking video back in, I think it was July, my top 10 has just been pretty much completely shaken up. Whether that's the flavors that were already there have moved, but then we also have, I think, maybe 3 or 4 new flavors that have kind of moved in, pushed a couple of flavors out of the top 10. So I thought, instead of making another review video this week, I'm going to delay that till next week. I'll do the top 10 video this week. In the next couple of weeks I've got some reviews which you might not expect on my channel given the fact that I'm in the UK, but I have managed to get my hands on the 2 Venom flavors, so I'm going to be putting reviews of those up in the next couple of weeks. So make sure, if you want to watch my review of those, that you're subscribed to the channel. Let me know down in the comments what review you want to see first. I'm not sure which one to review first. I know that they're both loosely based on cherry, black cherry. I love the cherry, I love the clickbait flavor, so I'm hoping that these 2 flavors are going to be really good. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what review you want to put up first. Whatever one gets the most votes, I'll do that review first. And sorry for not uploading the last couple of weeks. Last week I had a really bad cold, along with everyone else that I seem to know. Everyone had a cold, everyone was kind of out the game. Friday, Saturday is when I normally film my Gfuel videos, and Friday, Saturday last week I was just out the game. I was in bed, I didn't leave the house, so I wasn't really up to making a video. So I'm gonna make up for that video, or lack of video, this week. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I know I get asked this question quite a lot on my Twitch streams, is where are the flavors sitting in my top 10, what's in my top 10, what isn't. There's a couple of flavors that have moved into the top 10 that when I've done the reviews for them the last couple of months, I have said without a doubt these are going to be in top 10, so I'm going to let you guys know where everything's sitting. Now, I didn't really know how to kind of organize this video, same with the overall ranking. I put like the tier table here. I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to have all the flavors running along the bottom, so I'll probably start over here and then just kind of add the flavors as we go along. So with that being said, the first flavor of the day in number 10, this flavor is absolutely clinging on to my top 10. I kind of thought that by this point it would fall out because it's quite an old flavor. I usually recommend people new to Gfuel try it because it's very mellow, and that is going to be Phaseberry. Now, Phaseberry for me, I'm pretty sure maybe a year and a half to 2 years ago when I done my ranking video, it was sitting at maybe 3rd or 4th. It has now dropped all the way down to top 10. And what was in 10th place back in July was Rainbow Sherbet. Rainbow Sherbet is now down in 11th place, so that has been pushed out. I think I maybe prefer Rainbow Sherbet to Phaseberry, and this one's kind of a weird one, but we're going to have Phaseberry sitting in number 10 for now. Maybe in the overall ranking that I'm going to do at the end of the year, maybe Rainbow Sherbet can move its way back into number 10 and Phaseberry drops out, but that all depends on whether Gfuel release another amazing flavor, which I think we've got Summit coming pretty soon, so I think that we might not see Phaseberry or Rainbow Sherbet in the top 10 in the next video. In 9th place is a flavor where I don't really hear a lot of people talking about, but nonetheless I love it, and that is Watermelon. Now, this is number 9, as I said before, so Phaseberry's moved down to 10th place, Watermelon is now in at 9th, and Watermelon, it's just a very, I don't want to say basic because that sounds like quite bad, but there's nothing complicated about Watermelon. When they release the Watermelon tub, you know exactly what it's going to taste like, and sometimes I'm just looking for that simplicity. I love the other complicated flavors like the juice and brain drive and stuff like that, but Watermelon is one of those OGs which we're in 9th place just now. By the end of the year, this could end up dropping out the top 10. We'll need to see. If you haven't tried Watermelon, I would definitely recommend getting your hands on a sample, because a lot of the other flavors are based on watermelon. So you have the juice, brain drive, there's Dub Melon Mint, which is vaulted. I don't think that's coming back, but they're all based around watermelon. So if you've tried the original watermelon, you can kind of see with the other flavors where that's fitting in. In 8th place is a flavor which I think is going to hold top 10 regardless of what flavor comes out, and that is Hype Sauce. Now, in 8th place in the last video we had Clickbait. Clickbait is gone. That has dropped out to, I want to keep Rainbow Sherbet at 11th, so I think Clickbait is probably going to drop to maybe 12th or 13th. But Hype Sauce, I recommend every single person that's new to Gfuel tries Hype Sauce, because for one, it's an amazing flavor, it tastes great, but 2, it's infused with lemonade, and they're bringing out a lot of flavors recently which have kind of lemonade in the background. We've got Shiny Splash, we've got Yuzu Slash, which is kind of mostly just lemonade, and in my opinion, Hype Sauce is the best of the bunch. So if you haven't tried it, definitely get your hands on that. In 7th place, this is where the new flavors that have come out in the last couple of months are starting to weave their way in. We have Hive Nectar. Now, I absolutely love this flavor. I said when I done the review that this was going to jump straight into the top 10. It has knocked Watermelon down, so Hive Nectar is now 7th. This is where Watermelon used to sit, so Watermelon has come down 2 spots, but Hive Nectar, fantastic. I can't, the flavor profile of Hive Nectar is kind of difficult to describe. Some people seem to think that there's kind of a peachiness to it. Some people think that there's orange. A couple of people I know think that there's some lemon in there. I just think overall, all those flavors together, I think it's an amazing flavor. If you've had Starfruit, it's very similar. I think that this is better than Starfruit, and this is the start of the newer flavors kind of starting to take over my top 10. This is why I said I wanted to make the video. The first one that made me think about redoing my top 10 was Hive Nectar, because I knew that this was going to come in and push something out. In 6th place, we have another new flavor, which I absolutely love. In the review, I said that I've been crying out for this flavor to come out for years since I started drinking it. They vaulted it right when I first started, and that was Blood Orange. They released Stonks, and Stonks is Blood Orange. So in 6th place, we have Stonks. This is where Hype Sauce used to sit, so Hype Sauce has moved down 2, Stonks has now come in. And if you haven't tried Stonks, it is amazing. If you think of orange candy, this is exactly what you're looking for with Stonks. And what I want to say is, a lot of people are probably going to think that why is Orange Vibe not in the top 10? Orange Vibe for me is a very good flavor. It's definitely going to be in top 15, maybe top 20, but I just think that Stonks is way better. It's more of a candy flavor. Orange Vibe is very, very toned down, I want to say. That creaminess is very nice. I'm not going to say that it's not nice, but it's just not to my taste. I definitely prefer Stonks, so we have Stonks in the top 10 over Orange Vibe. In 5th place, we have an absolute staple, which I'm having to come to terms with recently. I don't think this flavor is coming back, and that is Fruit Punch. If you haven't tried Fruit Punch, oh my god, you're missing out. Gfuel recently on the website started adding the actual flavors to the I want to say like the picture, the way the tub is shown on the website. They added the names of the flavors to the tub, and the juice is now apparently Fruit Punch. I'm going to be absolutely gutted if the juice is overtaking Fruit Punch on, like, for sale on the Gfuel website. I love both. They're both in my top 5, but I want both to coexist. I want to be able to buy Fruit Punch, and I want to be able to buy the juice. So they reskinned it around about a year ago. They didn't release it. You could buy it on the American Amazon, I believe, but for the rest of the people in the rest of the world, we are still waiting on that reskin. I'm still waiting on this coming back into stock, and I love this flavor. I have a tub, maybe half full now. I am rationing it, just waiting when they restock it. I'm probably going to buy maybe 2 or 3 tubs when it comes back out, because I think that's going to be it once they restock it. And in 5th place, we did have Yuzu Slash. When that flavor came out, I loved it. I'm finding myself drinking the caffeine version less and less. I do drink the hydration version on stream pretty much. I want to say 2-3 times. I stream 2-3 times a week. Most streams I'm drinking Yuzu Slash. So the caffeine version has dropped completely out the top 10 because I don't find myself drinking it. In terms of hydration flavors, the Yuzu Slash is without a doubt 100% my favorite. In 4th place, we have an absolute staple flavor. It's been my top 3, top 4, top 5 ever since I started drinking Gfuel, and that is Raging Gummy Fish. Now this one is up to preference. I know a lot of people that really don't rate Raging Gummy Fish that well. They rate it quite low, and then I know other people who absolutely love it. For me, I think it's amazing. As I drink more Gfuel, as they bring out more flavors, I still keep drinking Raging Gummy Fish, and I just can't rank it any lower than it currently is. It is an amazing flavor. I'm drinking it multiple times a week, and in my last ranking video, this was where Fruit Punch was sitting. So we had Fruit Punch in 4th. It is now dropped to 5th. We have Raging Gummy Fish in 4th now. That was in 3rd place, and in 3rd place we now have Brain Drive. Brain Drive for me is a little bit of a weird one. It is identical to the juice. That's the way I describe it. The powder has this kind of really not nice smell, if I'm being honest, and it's the guava. But when it is mixed, to me, I know a lot of people disagree with me, but I can't tell a difference between Brain Drive and the juice. And a lot of people will ask, well, why isn't Brain Drive right next to the juice on your ranking? And that's because I don't want to miss out on giving another flavor a really high ranking just because Brain Drive and the juice taste very similar. So in 3rd place, we have Brain Drive. In 2nd place, I want to put PewDiePie there. So this, ever since it came out, it was in 1st place ever since I started drinking it. When the juice came out, it moved to 2nd place, and it's held on to that position. Absolutely, without a doubt, one of the best flavors on sale right now. I know a lot of people love it. Some people think that it's quite tarty or maybe too sweet. The combination of the tartiness and the sweetness is what I love about the flavor. The lingonberry or the cranberry that's in there as well just gives it that overall complete flavor. So PewDiePie in 2nd place, Brain Drive in 3rd. And then in 1st place, obviously, no change since the last ranking, and that is the juice. I am struggling to find a better flavor than the juice. The date that flavor came out, I knew it was overtaking PewDiePie. Ever since, when did that come out? March. Since March, that is 7 months ago. I still can't find a Gfuel flavor that is better than the juice. I know tons of people who I've said to buy it and try it, have tried it, and they absolutely love it. I know I get some comments in the YouTube videos saying people don't really like it that much, and that's fine. Everyone has their own tastes, you know. That's why I make these videos. I know that this is my preference. I make this video to try and help some people kind of decide on what flavors to buy first, because I use videos like this before I started buying Gfuel tubs to make my decisions, but I just can't find a better flavor than the juice. If you haven't tried it, they for some reason don't have samples of this on the website. I kind of hope that they would, but if you can somehow get your hands on a sample of the juice, try it. You will not be disappointed. And then when you try the juice, you know exactly what Brain Drive tastes like. And it's, for me, I essentially have 2 tubs of the same flavor, and I don't feel guilty for drinking both of them all the time because I've essentially got a double serving of it. But yeah, that is my top 10. As I said, I just wanted to make this video to kind of update the last ranking video. When I re-rank all my new flavors, I'm probably going to be pushing upwards of around about 50 flavors at that point that I've tried over the last 2 years. I'm not going to rank all 50. I think what I might do is at the end of the year rank the flavors that are for sale at that moment on the Gfuel website, plus maybe a couple of extra thrown in that I personally like Fruit Punch is never going to come out. Well, no, it might, when I run out of the tub, if they never restock it, if it is vaulted for good, I will probably remove it. I think as soon as it comes back, if they unvault it, which they love doing with certain flavors, that is going to jump straight back into the top 10. But this is where we're sitting. We have some flavors that have completely dropped out the top 10. As I drink more and more Gfuel flavors, the top 10 becomes less valuable, I want to say, because just because a flavor's dropped out the top 10 doesn't mean that it's good. There's still another 40 other flavors to pick from. But hopefully this video helped you. If it did help you, let me know down in the comments. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel for the reviews that I've got coming up. I've just stockpiled taste test reviews, so I'm going to be trying to film as much of them. Stuff's kind of busy with work at the minute, so I'm going to try and review as many as I can, as quickly as I can, because I know that we're in a kind of lull period with the Gfuel flavors. There's not that much coming out. They have some announced flavors like candy corn. There's flavors where we know that they're coming, but they're not released yet. So we're in this kind of lull period where I don't need to put out brand new reviews, so that's why I'm making this video now. Plus, I like making the videos where I just kind of sit and talk. It's nice. But if you want to watch more review videos, as I said, consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to let me know which Venom flavor to review first, let me know in the comments. I'm just going to pick the top flavor to review first, and I'll get that up on the channel next weekend. But take it easy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.